that should be it. All right, there we go. We're good. Cool. We are picking up where we left off, where it was me trying to figure out how automation worked, and I don't think this is in the right spot because I can't dig down here, so I have to move you a little bit. Just drop you there. So this has to go here. You come out. Just drop it. This, drop it. This, drop it. So if I were to plug you in here now, right. I got this order mixed up. This has to connect to here. This connects there. Then you connect here. This to there. Sir, no. Because this has to be down here. I connect you here. And then I connect you there. That should work. It dumps, it pulls up the ground, spits out things into here. You're gonna drop it into a pan, I hope. Let's try it. Nice. Okay, so my days of digging currently are over. But it says the lower that I go, the better my chances of finding stuff is, right? So let's... I mean, that is much better than before. So much quicker. Why did I take that up? There you go. There was another machine here. Hold on. There was a machine that lets me sort. Pour resources into the sorter and to split out the resource type that is on the tray. $165. Let's see how that works. So I will have to make some kind of sorting situation. Did that require anything else besides... How much money do I have? I have 194. I can go buy it. We're going to test this out. Drop this in here. I need my cart. What am I doing? Okay, so it needs water to run. Put another split pipe here. Hey, Lucky, how you doing? Put another split pipe. Split pipe, cork. I'm doing okay. I'm just starting to learn about how to make everything automated. So this is kind of new for me. Because all last stream, I just did this. I was just digging like crazy. Made my little ditch here. Spent 3 hours doing this, and I'm like, I gotta figure out a better way. And then here we go. It's just like, oh, easy peasy. But this takes damage, it said. How do you know how much damage it takes? I don't know. But let's turn this off. And get to smelting some materials here. We got a lot. Okay. So we got iron, gold, shards. Gold. Truck right in front of the shop that you could use. It didn't look like I could use it. It had like the number 2 on it. And I wasn't able to do anything with it. I thought maybe I had to do like a quest or something. I've been using my cart the entire time. Sword. Hey, Muffin, how you doing? This is a little bit on the tedious side, though. But I assume once I figure out how to do the sorting setup over there, this will be a little bit easier. Wow, so that was on just for like a couple of minutes, and I have all of this already. That's pretty good to me. Didn't get any like jewels though, I don't think. I wonder what the drop rate is. I also wonder, because I know when I go to the jeweler, they're always saying like the deeper you dig. So I wonder if I need to do more. That's a lot of gold. Holy crap. I don't know if that's a... That is a gem. Okay. I think it's a gem. Okay. That was my haul for like 5 minutes. And I think it's more than I did all of last stream with manual labor. So the next thing I have to do is I have to power this machine to see how this works. I'm assuming I have to put the thing I want here. And it sorts it out to here. So I would need a T-pipe. 2 T-pipes. 1 T-pipe, 2 T-pipes. And a cork. But first, we are going to make some things to sell. I've got an emerald. Did somebody want an emerald? I gotta go check my paper quest. Oh god. We can get out of there now. Good. No. Sapphire. Right. I should probably put these guys in their own little bucket. I know these are going to be used for water pressure, which I have no idea about any of that stuff. I'm assuming we're going to be making like massive structures to get all of our resources. Okay. Let's get to smelting. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wonder how many of these I have. Alright, so we're gonna make a couple of these guys. I'm also gonna make a gold necklace. There we go. Like this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Very dangerous the way that I'm operating here. Put that over here. I'm also assuming there's going to be a way to automate this process too. That's all 5. Hey there, Rockstar. Welcome. 3. How you doing today? 2, 3, 4, 5. That there. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm doing okay. Just getting my bearings here with this game. Am I on Twitch? I will be. Currently, I am not. I have a channel over there. I haven't streamed over there in a little bit because I'm testing out some stuff. In order to dual stream the way that I want to dual stream, I don't have the resources for it. So it's either I do, I either do everything on YouTube with the mobile stream, the vertical stream, and the horizontal for like desktop, or I just do the desktop on Twitch and YouTube. So I'm testing the water, seeing what sticks, you know. And we'll see how it all goes. I might jump back into there. This game is called a Hydroneer. It's like a sandboxy automation mining game. I lost count, so that's 5 now. I'm sure of it. Drop this here. Make this a lot easier. There we go. Put the gold ones over there. Nope. Come back here, you. Yeah, it's a pretty chill and relaxing game. I don't know what the end game is or what the goal is besides what I'm currently doing, which is dig for ore, smelt ore, create weapons and jewelry, sell, repeat. But I've only explored one zone so far, the starting zone. There's a couple of zones here. 3 gold bars. Then pour this out. And then the rest goes in here. There's 3. Okay. Oh, we want to pour this out. There you go. Alright, this is done. You're the tiny guy. Alright, so we're gonna make a necklace. We need this to go here. This to go here. And then where's my jewel? You. I'm doing this wrong. I have to do this. Gotta heat them up again. The old hammer ready. I sound kind of like Markiplier. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. He is a very fantastic human being. And I do happen to have a low voice as well. Alright, drop this down. Drop this down. Not that, though. We made a necklace. Cart. That is all just to make one thing. Let's make a long sword out of gold. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 2 long swords here. One, 2, 3. Change this up. It's got to be in the proper slot. It cooled off. I could see it. Alright, let these cook for a minute. I should probably just put everything in here, right? Yeah, let's do that. While these guys are heating up. I'll take a nap. It can become daytime. I have to stop picking up the things I'm trying to use. Don't feel bad there, Rockstar. People watch. I have the stream going in more places than one right now, so don't worry. I don't mind if I stream to nobody or if I stream to people. I would be playing this game regardless of me streaming it. So. I'm just doing it for the fun of it right now. I'm not doing it for any other reason. Pick that up. Sword. Put this in the cart. And now we do the same thing with the iron bars. 2, 3. And then the last bits. I think if I get enough money, I'm gonna buy a pickaxe. And see if that helps me to just demolish the ground now. Instead of having to do everything else. Alright, let's go to the jeweler. Can you try to make... What's that? I don't know what that word means. Alright, here we are at the old jeweler.
Give me this, and I'll give you my tokens.
You can just relax with that soup request. $100. Another $100. That's a pretty penny. I think this is the most rich we've been in this game.
Sure, I'm hungry.
Can I get in a voice call with you to kind of teach you the basics of Hydroneer? No on the voice call, just type it out. Type it out, Lucky, I don't mind. A diamond. I don't know if diamonds exist. Okay. So we have this stuff. We have all this stuff. Minus... I saw a pickaxe somewhere. Used to dig terrain fast. Used to cut bars in half. I could also get a rack. Let's get a rack. Let's get a dull pickaxe. And a saw. Also play right now. Yeah, no worries. It's just I've experienced things in the past where randoms jump into chat, like a voice chat, and then they say some things that are very unsavory just because it's quote unquote funny to say that stuff. And then I get put on the hook for it, so, you know what I'm trying to say? Have to move my cart. Why can't I buy anything? This happened the other day too. I feel like it was a glitch. How about this? Let's take all the stuff off. Buy just that. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna have to do something real quick. Save and return to menu. And then pop back in. Okay. Try that again. The tool rack. Thank you. Then I wanted the saw. Thank you. the pickaxe. There we go, and put that in there. And then I needed a T-pipe. Let's buy that. And a cork. Truck outside is free. You don't have to do a quest to use it. Just get in it and approach it and press Q. That's a Q! I thought it was a 2. It looks like the number 2 to my old brain. Okay. With water every once in a while? Gotcha. That's pretty neat. Alright, let's put this stuff here now. I don't have to lug everything around with this cart all the time. That is actually very good. Oh yeah, Rockstar, this game is very calm. Considering, I think the game I was playing before this was Monster Hunter Wild. It's a nice change of pace. Very nice change of pace. Alright, so what are these? Oh, these are those pieces of dirt that it spat out in the middle of the night when I was testing things out. Oh, look at that. Drop you in this bucket. Plurp. Alright, let's change this up. I needed 2 of these. Be right back. It's on top there. It's a square. You just drop the water in with a bucket.
I need something specific.
Oh, in here? That's my fuel? Come on. In here. Okay. But I forgot my...
You won't find better prices than these.
This. Yeah, I'll test that out. Because I think when I have to go to another zone, I'll take that. Put this here.
Huh?
That goes there. No. So that should do something. I need this. If I were to say, hey, sort this out, I'm just trying to see how this works. I like games like this where you have to like trial and error to figure stuff out. So far it's all iron ore. We got so much before. Or is this where I gotta put dirt on to do stuff? That's a sapphire. That's a gold. Alright, let's test this out. Not like that, friend. That should be it. No, that should be it. Alright, so if I were to drop all this onto here. Oh, it annihilates that stuff? Oh, there it is. Okay. Interesting. So what goes in here, what you want pops out there. The excess goes here. So I would need a couple of these, and I would need it to be staggered downward. How do I get you to... Okay. That's cool. I have ideas. To make new machines, you need to go to Ice Helm. Up a hill, you'll find big doors. You need to buy blueprints. Okay. So that's the progression. But this is really cool how that just sorted that out like that. Like, it was a mess. I gotta figure out how to not make it make a mess. Yeah, because when I bought the machines, these two machines here, the iron extractor and the dirt extractor and the guy. He's like, yeah, go to Ice Helm. Okay. That's how we're going to do this. And I have to dig down. That's a sapphire. Somebody wanted sapphire. Was it you over here? Can I play Goat Sim? I don't own... Do I actually... Do I own Goat Sim? I don't know. Be mad and throw it. You son of a biscuit. Alright, so we have the gem box. And then I'll just take these guys up for gold. Okay, so we don't have to dig and sift anymore. We have this going. Let me just check. Hold on. I have so many games on Steam. Goat. I don't have Goat Simulator. I have like 800 games on Steam. Goat Simulator is not one of them. So, let's go do that now. Let's go to Ice Helm. First, let me look at the map. We are here. Ice Helm is across the bridge to Hydroneer. Let's try that. How do I know which way is north? I'm gonna guess it's that way where all the ice is. Skirt. That guy just popped up. Ran him over. You're a goat and you cause cats. I think I know enough about that part there. Oh no, there's one on my plot. I just don't know how to read the land yet. This truck ain't gonna be going through there. Alright, so the controls for the truck can't go on those bridges. It's a little loosey-goosey. That's fine. That's the jeweler. I'm gonna guess we go this way then? Sir, be kind. Oh yeah, there's the Ice Helm. There's the icy mountains. There's the bridge. Now this is... Where are we now? The Stonk Market. Pretty cold over here. And no doors to be able to go through. The signs say. That way. We may have gone a little bit off course. There we go. Sir, thank you. Wait, is this the way that I came up? No. Stock market. Dig site, town. Let's go to the town and see what's going on. Think this is where we gotta go. Oh, what's with that big green arrow? Bridgeport Historic Mining Town. Oh, what are these?
You won't find better prices than
Hydro
these.
quad? Hydro roller? Oh god. Hydro truck Mark II. Okay. Scrapyard. Panclang Brothers Scrapyard.
Got any scrap? Button made junk go.
What is considered scrap is my question. Because I have all kinds of like iron and gold and sapphires. What do you want, Betty?
Suppose you can grab me this?
You keep your soup request. Alright, so if I look at this now, we're not on ice helm. Different levels of the truck is the speeds that changes. Yeah, I kind of figured that would be a thing. Fishing pod, hand source. This is the same. Oh, that's different. A wooden table, tool bag. Magnifying glass. Display durability of items that take damage. Common pickaxe. Magnet on a stick. It attracts resources when activated. There's a lot going on here. Gem chisel cuts gemstones in half. Cloudium intake water pipe. 250% pressure. Water pressure gauge hook. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff here that I need to do. Increases water quality by 20%. Where are these blueprints? Grocer. Jeweler. I'm assuming this isn't Ice Helm right now. This is probably that other town. Housing?
Thanks for your business.
Wait. Can you can build houses in this game, dude? I didn't think you could do that. Huh. That's actually cool. Wood pillar foundations. Dude, okay. We're going to be playing this game for a while. Or until I get frustrated. Fancy furniture? Whoa. Throne. Fancy table, deer trophy, safe? Plinth? Dude, this is nuts. Yeah, Rockstar, you already said you were new. Technically, you're not new anymore. What's here? This is a boat. Okay. Go to the stonk market and follow the arrows for the land. You're going to see the doors and you go in. Okay, where's the stonks? Ooh, power and logic. Okay. I need to follow the boat. Jewelry. Oh. Let me go back here and look at the conveyor belts. Gem polisher hooks into the conveyor belts, polishes gems that pass through. Centers resources pass through. What?
I got the goods if you got the cash.
Okay, so Bayer Nation. I was just trying to find where that guy was. What's my favorite color? I am very, very partial to purple. So we are down here. We want to go all the way up there. Okay. To the stonks. Let's just hope this is the way. Hobson's Power Works? Dude. I just want to go around and explore all the stuff that's here. What is this? Hydroneer? Tunneling? Prospecting ground for ore veins. Radar faces towards... Dude. I thought this was going to be just like a simple little game. Not like with all this in-depth stuff. Stonk market. Over here. Invisible walls that I can't jump off of. Okay. What's in here? What's this place? That's DLC. Okay. Moorstone, hydro pipe, pressure tanks, angled weapon rack, curved weapon rack, taskboard, store task notes for easy display. Huh. Prospecting helmet, logic saw hook, hooks onto straight conveyor belts, cuts resources down to a desired size. Okay, so this is like a less structured, satisfactory Factorio. That's pretty cool. Over here. Cottage Supply Company. Cottage floor. So this is just like if you want to make a cottage style house. You like make a whole town in this game? What it appears you can do. Okay. I think we gotta go here. Oh. Logic divide divides A from B when either is passed in. Pallets. Output to logic value of 1 or 0. Click a symbol to change. So on or off state. Dude, this is above my pay. Gem compressor. Compresses cut gemstones can only compress one type at a time. So that's how I would be able to Dude, there's so much in here.
Those lights can be all sorts of colors. RG.
When any logic value bigger than 0 is entered, hurls spanner forward can be refilled by spanners or tool bags. Kind of smelters and outputs it as a logic value. Okay. So you'd be able to like, oh, weight reader. Okay. So that's a scale. Huh. There is so much stuff here. So much stuff here. Can I play Five Nights at Freddy? I'm not really big into horror games, to be honest. There's a couple of them I've played, and I'm like, alright, that's kind of cool. But like for the most part, horror games and me, they're just, I don't know. Not my bag. I'll go this way now. What's over here? Just a random stonk in the middle of nowhere? South Hope. I gotta find where... Skirt, skirt. Rangefield? I'm looking for Iceheim. I would have thought... Wait a minute, maybe it's up here. That looks icy to me. Where in earth am I? Okay. Let's just... Alright, let's... Oh, okay. Whoa. Food. Is this? This is like Lord of the Rings, Moria. What's all this over here? Can I get hurt? No, I can't get hurt. Things go here to your car up there. Oh. Oh. Part or hammer. New part? What's this? I have no clue yet. Tools and equipment. Hey.
I got the goods if you got the cash.
Where's your goods? Oh, they're down there. Wooden table. Stuff I've already seen before. Nothing out of the ordinary. Forged iron intake booster design. Design. So this is, I think, what you were telling me about. Designs. I don't know. But these are the blueprints. Wooden stairs, safes. So, forged iron drill masterwork design. A masterwork design placed on Iceheim. Anvil pedestal. Smelt the required weight resources and pull the lever. Oh! It's a tiny version of what I'm looking for. Okay. Placed on ice helmet. Smelt the required. Now I understand. Put the design on the thing. Smelt the resources. Okay. I don't have any monies for this. If I wanted to make another drill, I'd have to come all the way over to here to do that. That's a bit of a hassle. Then we have core stones, which is tier 3. Cloudium, which is tier 2. Okay. I understand. So it's not like a blueprint that you get just once and you're done with it. Like you have to come here every time and do this. Okay. But now the question remains, will I know how to get the heck out of here? Back to where I was? The answer to that question is probably not.
Don't mind me. I'm just mooching.
Okay, mooch. This game is wild. I didn't expect it to be like this at all. I'm just mooching about. Let's see if we can get back. Oh, I would put the truck over there. Over here. And everything I put down there would get sucked up to here. I got it now. Okay. Try to go home. I think it's this way. I don't think I'm going the proper way. Or am I? Oh no. Don't fall off the bridge. Oh no, we are going the right way. This is the way back to my little modest little spot. Yep, here we are. Okay. That was a much better way to come back, going over there. All right. Cool. So now I know how this whole thing works. I need you to go here and get me some more stuff. I always do this. There we go. All right, so we're gonna see about this. I gotta see what the pickaxe does now too. So let's just put this here. What do you do? So like if I wanted to... Oh, so that just destroys the dirt. Okay. That's undestroyable dirt. Okay. I've got a plan. We're getting some stuff. I'm gonna move this further down into here to give me some better materials. This out of the way though. Okay. Oh, that just keeps going forever. That is an interesting way to do that. Okay. Yeah, we want to have like a little bit of a strip here. Doesn't go forever though. There is a range to it. Stuck. There we go. We'll go to about here. So, does the value of a gold bar and all that other stuff, does that matter at all? Like, if I just bring up the raw nuggets, do I still get the same amount of money as if, like, I was going to smelt that into something? Because it says it's all weight-based. So if I bring them, like, five units of gold as ore, as opposed to a 5-unit gold bar, is there a reason why one should be used over the other? Do I have a stream schedule? Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern is my my streams. And I put out videos every day, every weekday. All right, let's stop that. Let's go do our manual sorting over here. Yeah, 4 nights a week is what I do. Drop you there. It would be a lot better if I had my sorting situation all figured out. Yeah, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna have this go in a little bit further and down because I can't do anything with this. So I figure if I put that down there, start digging up some good stuff. This is what? Level 1, level 2. Then I would need to go something to catch it, thing, catch it, thing, catch it, right? Or I just set up a separate unit for sorting. Right? Yeah, that would make sense. All right, drop that there. Iron, I gotta have another bucket for. I want to test something. Also, where would I guess I would build on that spot where it said land was for sale, or would I have to like buy the deed for that area to start digging? Gold. I mean, I guess what I could also have this do is set up some kind of conveyor situation. I didn't see how much those things cost, but They're only one town over. I'm thinking like, no matter what I do. Hey, Hen, how you doing? Oh, I figured out automation a little bit. So the water feeds into this guy, who dumps it into this guy, and it collected in a bucket. This is a sorter that I'm trying to figure out how to make it work. But the further down you go, the better the resources you get. So that's over there. And I also started to explore the neighboring areas. And boy howdy, is there a lot of stuff that you can do. You could build houses. There's conveyor belts. There's blueprints to buy. There's a whole lot of stuff going on. I thought this was going to be a silly little cozy kind of game. It still is a silly little cozy game, but now it's like, oh. And also there's fishing, apparently, because there's fishing rods and farming of crops because people want tomato soup. I had no idea. I think it was Muujin asked about that, but it's not something that is going to be what he likes to do with building houses. It's not like how Valheim. His main game that he compares everything to is basically Valheim, and it's not going to be like that. You have to go and buy each individual piece with monies. This is a lot of stuff. Shard. Iron. Yeah, the next thing I have to figure out is sorting. And I figure I can do that next to everything. Actually. And I gotta figure out how to auto smelt everything, if that's possible. I'm gonna test something out here, though. Another one of these. I hate how similar this was to your game idea. The other thing you have on it was NPC quests, but this game has that too, but mine would be more narrative driven. Okay, so like it would be more like Satisfactory style, where it actually has like a story that you're trying to participate in a little bit. Alright, so while we're doing that, we're gonna go just sharpen these up. Emeralds. So I got 4 pieces of jewelry I'm gonna make. Alright. Two, 3, 4, 5. Make sure I do this right. Nope. Horribly wrong. One done. Going for that. Alright, you just stay there. 1. Hey. Hey. Thank you. 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 2 again. 2 is my magic number. There we go. Drop this off. We're gonna go with a emerald today. Whoop. Yes. No, like all automation games tend to have like some kind of story. What was the one that I tried playing? Atrio had a story to it. Factorio has a story to it. They all have some kind of narrative, like the reason why you're doing this stuff. Hydroneer, I don't know what the narrative is, to be honest. It's just, hey, here you are. Go to it, buddy. Pal, friend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how many do I have here? 1, 2, 3. Why don't we do 4 and 4? Let's see how that works. Right. That didn't work at all. There's another game coming out at some point that I really had like my eye on. I think it was like Medieval Blacksmith Simulator. Two again. It'd be so much easier in the daytime to do this. Let's go make another emerald. Boom. Also got to get that tool that locks this stuff in place. Also bring this with me over here. Go. Also, now we're gonna do this stuff with the iron. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna dump all this iron into the pot. See what happens if I make one giant brick. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Heat up all that. I want to see what happens. While that's happening, though, we're going to take a little nap. Boom. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this setup down here so it's doing everything there, and then I could get conveyor belts to drop it into this, because this spits out what you want, what you don't want. So I would set it up where like there would be a bucket here, then there would be a conveyor belt into the next machine, bucket, next machine, bucket, kind of thing. We're going to see how that all works. Bubbling crude. That is one thick brick. Actually, that's bigger than the other bars. Let's make a giant ring out of it. Sapphire. No, I'm not going to do that with that. I'm going to do like... We're going to make a giant dagger out of that. That is a significantly bigger bar. but the same size dagger. 18.3. So we're gonna do this now. Make rings. Where's my crucible? Three, 4, 5. Then the last one here is another emerald. Drop that over here.
Huh?
2, 3, 4, and a 5. Nope. There you go. Drop these two in here. Yeah, they're significantly smaller. Hey. Alright, stop picking up the anvil. Alright, two things we're gonna do. One, put this machine back on while I am out and about. Two, go out and about. I didn't see, but the metal water level also higher than when it was in the crucible? Yeah, it was. There you go. Alright, let's go bring this where we gotta go. I also saw that there were machines that I could use to like combine gems to make them denser. So I could make the ore and not just gems but ore, so I can make them the same size that these guys want. Now let's see.
Could do with some scran.
You are only 59 cents. You a little more. I wonder if it's because of the gem. 277. Well, no, these guys never throw it back. Let's see what happens with this now. $300 dagger.
I'll trade you for some guild tokens.
You can just rest with that guild token shenanigans. Okay, so I'm gonna need some pipes.
Do this, and I'll give you the tokens.
Shut your mouth. Okay, so making a mess here. Making a mess. Well, hello. How you doing? Yeah? Everything going okay? Huh? Everything okay? Give me like two. Give me a little bit. I'll be right back. Oop. Okay, we are coming back. Here we go. Put this down. Alright, so we have to place this. Are we leaving that? No, we're going to go sort that. Thank you, hen. Okay. So we have to bring our monies. Let's plan this out. How much monies do we need for everything? I have 843 monies. There's 4 of these I need. So I need 3 more. So 1, 2, 3. Right, so that's $400 right there. Those are mine. Put them on the truck and bring the truck. Two, 3. That just like snaps into place there. That's interesting. What else are we going to need? We have $348 left. We need another one of these. A bunch of these. I do wish there was a store you could just go to for this stuff. Gonna need one of these. At least. That connects right now. If I have it go over, hook, down, hook back in. That's how much money? 152. Oh, we got plenty of money still. Feel like we also might need to do one of these. The things here. 338. Oh, we're good. Load up the truck. Might need some more, but I don't know. So that's everything. 10 cents. Hey, Double Tap, how you doing, buddy? Let's see about getting this done the right way. Okay. So. Alright, we have our next batch of ore. Ooh. Take all these things off. Okay. Right. So I need the straight pipe. Gonna need a couple more straight pipes actually than I think I have here. What the hell you doing, double? Alright, here's the problem with my setup. I don't have enough pipes to do what I wanted to do. Smidge of a problem. Come back. Come back. Right, so I wanted it to go down a couple more. Seems like I bought some pipes I didn't necessarily need. So I will need, let's just do it this way. There it is. One, two, three. Two more straight pipes. Right. That'll plug into this. Good. Sirs, let me out. Thank you. Alright, unstuck. So that'll go down into there, and that'll dump out my one piece. Then I need to, I think what I want to do is I have the conveyor belts going, dumps it out to their conveyor belt up to here, dumps it into you. Right, so let's think about this. It's in a grid, so it would have to be on this guy. That also means getting pipes up here. And then this would feed into you. Again, there's no pipes to feed. I think I have an idea. I think it's actually set up in a way that makes sense. Four.
Huh?
Because of this guy? Get out of here. Yeah. So this will do that. I put a conveyor belt up into here. It spits it out here. So say this one is going to be iron. It spits out everything into a bucket here. Feeds everything to another conveyor that goes up and drops it in. Gold, for sapphire, for jewels, and then the everything else bucket. Okay. Now the problem is I have a lot of leaky pipes. They get 2 straight pipes. So let's figure out the cost here. After I do all this stuff. Let's sort this all out again. Let's see what happens if I just make this into a giant bar. 6, 7, 8, 9. Shard here. Funny how none of that was a gem. There's a piece of iron that didn't make it. There you are. Let's turn this into a dagger. Same thing for... Reheat, please. Don't do that again. What I could do is drop you in here. Of course, I miss everything every time. This on you. Go up there with the cart. While that smelts, take a nap. I hope 15 pieces of iron ore net me something, but also I want to take one of you. How does this work? Sure. No idea how this whole thing works. That all you do? You drop it in there like that? Used to power water pressure tanks. Do I do anything with this? Nope, it doesn't polish this. Right, so we take this here. Gold dagger. Let's go. On the cart. To the jeweler. Also, how do conveyor belts work? I think I need pipe plus everything else. So I think I might have screwed myself over digging things out the way I did.
Hey there.
54. 181. That was not as much money as I thought I was going to get. Let's think about this. We need more straight pipes. We need 2 straight pipes.
I'd like you to make me something.
No, I need more than 2 straight pipes.
I got the goods if you got the cash.
So we have 181. So 1, 2 for you. I think I need just the 1. I have no idea how to feed the water for the conveyor belt. Or even how much that stuff cost. I really wasn't paying attention to that part. In there, I guess if I have a water with a pipe coming out that way and the plug, let's just grab as many straight pipes as I can.
Take a look at my goods.
Everything runs on water. Buy these 3 for now.
I got the goods if you got
We'll
the
go
cash.
take another trip to the other place we just came from. I have to figure out how much I need to make. Last thing I want to do is more manual digging. Alright, you're gonna swap out for this piece. You're gonna go back there, but you're going that way. What if for now swap these 2? A very janky setup I'm gonna have. But it works. Okay. It's a little bit more manual than I want for now. But but it should work. Sir? Is there not enough water pressure? Is it because this gets hit first? That should be working. Unless I need to do... Doesn't look like any water is coming down that way. How does this work? Where'd that shard go? Did I lose it? Place a shard or shard bar inside to increase the water pressure up to the same percent value as the intake pipe. Shard bar, you say? Let's see if this works. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's a decent amount of water pressure lost. I've got a shard bar. Okay, so I don't know how this shard, I don't know how the bars work. It says to place a shard bar or a shard inside this. Alright, so if I were to like say place you here. drop this in there. Alright, hold on a second. Let me look up the wiki on this. It says that there's a wiki command. Settings, input, B. Let me look this up. Hydroneer wiki. All right, so if I'm looking at their God, there's a whole lot of stuff in here. Hills, farming, fishing. I want pipes. Pipes. Pipes, please. Pipes. Not water intake. Was it pressure? Okay. Yeah, so I have this. This is what I'm trying to figure out. This. Forged iron pressure tank. Place a shard or shard bar inside to increase the water pressure up to the same percent of the intake pipe. That's just exactly what it told me on the other piece. But how does this work is the question. Okay, the place to do this. Okay, this is about precision placing. How do I increase? Okay. Forged iron pressure tank. Yes. Closer to your machines, you'll notice pressure has dropped. So to get pressure back up to base value, you can use pressure tanks. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I guess this has to be connected between. Oh, it's got to go out one more then? So like, if I'm understanding what I just read correctly, which I'm probably not, this would need to go here. When this connects. Get back here. I don't think that's how it works.
Huh?
I am like clueless. Okay. This one more time. How about we try like this without the connection to this. You're not working. Does it need to be a certain pressure is the question now. That means maybe I have to move you. Drop that down there. Where's this pressure tank? Out of here for a second. And then I have to connect you. Wrong way, buddy. Okay. Let me get a shard. There's no water flowing through this. What are you talking about, hen? When I speak French? Chocolat bleu or something like that. That's what I don't know. Oh, how does this work? Oh, but I am lit tired. That's an oldie. Is it because of the distance it's traveled? Question. Does it even have to be in the ground? Am I not on the ground? Did I dig too far? Let's take a nap and come back in the daytime. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's not the base of the that thing is not in the ground, and that's why it's not being able to pick things up. That could be very well what it is. Hovering, it's not hovering. No, it wouldn't be that piece. It would be that goes there. This piece goes here. That way. No. Is it because there's no water pressure because that's sealed up? Not sealed up. Okay, now I'm just like, what the heck, man? Definitely in there. this only work in this is now my question. Here for a second. This here. Hey Frank, how you doing, buddy? You work. I want to try something. Save, return to menu. Because this has happened before with something else. Continue. Yeah, that wasn't it. It worked. I just saw the problem. It works there. All right, so now let's try to do this one more. That works. Now to test something out. What is the problem? Okay. That answers that question. Because the ground is all hodgepodged. How do I undo that? My shovel. My trusty shovel. Okay, so now if I were to do this, it should hopefully work the way that I want it to. Piece comes out. Connect. Where did I leave it? You. Okay, you're still kind of above the ground. Oh, let me out. Let me out. I will figure this out one way or another. Stubbornly. I need a straight pipe. Then we plug you up. Now I'm starting to think it only works on this. Which is fine, it's just weird how that is. The deeper you dig, the better the resources, but like that. Maybe I'm doing something incredibly wrong, which is very, very possible. I would like to get out. Okay. So it's gonna be on this tile. Cool. Now you go there. That's a problem. Okay. That dumps it out. Very bizarre how that works, but okay. So now this comes out and replaces with you.
Huh?
Sir? No. For the moment, it's gonna have to be... I gotta fix this edge so I don't keep getting stuck there. I want to do you. You. Nope. Son of a... Then we put the flat pipe. And they both work. Good. I don't know why that was the way it was, but... So am I correct in assuming that this thing will only work against this like hard like bedrock style dirt? Alright, so now I have to figure out how conveyor belts work. Because now it's going to dump that out, and the conveyor belts are going to come up to here and dump it out on there. Now, while I'm doing that, we're going to also work. I hope that catches it. I've got this backwards. Stop. Okay, so this is just dirt clumps. If I just drop this in here now, what happens? Oh. So I need to essentially do this differently. Okay. Can't have that go there. I have to figure out how the conveyor belts work now. Okay. Get on in. First, let's refill your water though. There we go. We have to go to Conveyor Town. Lots of trial and error in this game. Is this the way I gotta go? No, not that way. Take the bridge. And it was the town to the right over here. Had conveyor belts. Yeah, in here. Spend your tokens here. Oh, this is all greenhouse stuff. Nope, not this one. Grocer area. What's over here?
Hey there.
Hey, friend. Can I just buy tomatoes and stuff? That'd be cool and lit. Bush seeds. So that's how you do it. Sprinklers. Okay, so there's a whole... Oh my god. There's so much stuff. I don't think I was at this part before. Is that a sickle? Trowel? Trowel? Cooking pots and stoves? Dude, what the crap? There is so much stuff. It's like overwhelming a little bit. I'm just trying to remember how I got to the town when I saw the conveyor belts and stuff. That is going to be essential to my operation. Was it even that town? Clunk, smash. Right there. This way that I went? Under the stone thing? I don't remember going under here. Mildews Aquifer. For sale. Oh. This is another plot to like do stuff at. Hold up. There's a map here. Wait, this is water? I am like confused. I guess I am a bit French there. I don't understand. Green sign. I gotta go to that green sign. That's all that I know. That's where the electronics guy was. I don't need the electronics part, but I need everything else. This way. We cut through. That would be too easy. Okay. There we go. That man flew. That's where I gotta go. Green sign. Green sign, green sign. Yes, Bridgeport. Historic mining town. There's farming, there's like more equipment over there. One of you was the conveyor people. Fancy furniture. Conveyor Nation. You cost a lot. It's like... That is so much money. Hooks onto pipes. So... Centers resources passed through. Alright, so I would need a lot.
Take a look at my goods.
A whole lot, actually. Alright, so what I'm realizing is my dream of automating that entire setup. Just like punting them with my car. It's gonna take some time. This is a plot of land for sale. Not the way home. Okay, so I need to make a lot of pipes. With a bridge pour. Being a sharp right. Here we go. This is the way home. Each one of them is like just so that I can wrap my head around it is like $250. That's much too much. I have to revert everything back to my old setup. Should I even do any more with what I have? Okay. Guess what I can do then is I'm going to move these out of here. Right. Got all these shock gems and shock bars and... Oh. The way this was set up was, I believe, as such. No, it was back a little bit. Yeah, that works. Okay. So that works there. What if I were to do it like... have to go under, right? Splitsies. And connect you. Have to connect. I would have to connect you to this. Yeah. Then I just get my pan here. There. Yep. Production has resumed. Alright, let's get to, I have nothing to smelt. Well, at least I learned something today. I could only get materials from this hard stuff here, which is fine. Known that earlier. The setup that I want to do is eventually like that. But the conveyor belts connect to pipes. So that means the idea that I had is a little weird. So all this is doing here. Hey. What if I take this? Too far away? That's too far away. Yup. Let's put it maybe high up. I guess if I put that there, it would prevent any pieces from going too far. Do that. Alright, let's start smelting stuff. Iron, gold. Just dumping them all in there is not the way to go. Stuck there for a moment. Here. I was just dropping gold in here without counting. It's a lot of gold. All right. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop picking up the bucket. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Here we got 5 in this one. We'll start smelting. I don't have any gems though. That's working nice now. So I need it to be like this down there. I would set up this other pipe. Where's the long guy? No, I had another pipe piece over here. Did I lose it somehow? No. Maybe? It was the intake pipe. Where'd it go? It was on the truck. I took it off the truck and now I don't have it. That's a big upset. Okay. Unless it's still on the back of the truck by accident. Yep, there it is. Okay. Okay. Alright, so it's going to dump all the bad stuff it doesn't want out over here. I feel like for this one, maybe we take it a little further out. Right, because we're gonna dump out there. So what we want is going to go here. What we don't want is going to go there. I said, give me all of this. Turn this. When I do that, turn that off. I'm gonna want to do stuff we want. Hopefully here. Then stuff you don't want gets dumped out into this. So if I were to, this is tricky. This is tricky. Okay, what you want comes out on both sides. Son of a bitch. That's a lot of shards, actually. Well, that didn't work at all the way that I thought it was going to work. Now, why is the question? I have no clue. Oh, this is annoying. Alright, so we're getting decent gold here. I just hate that this production is stopped while I'm trying to figure this out. I think that's it for gold. Then it's this. Got one gem, which is nice, so I can make a ring or a necklace or something. Cool. That back in the bin. Son of a... In your gold. I almost feel like doing things put it on. Oh no, you're broken. Yeah, they said that would happen. Well, now I gotta go make things. Take my gem to the cutter. For my gem bin. You my iron bin. All right, time to get really intricate with all of this smelting. I do 5 per bar. Two, 3, 4, 5. there. Two. One, two, three, four, five. Doop, 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 doop. There's gotta be a way to make this a little bit easier on you. Nope, not that. That might be a sixer, I don't know. I just love how you're also picking up hot metal with your hands the entire time. Let's pick up a small bar. I think it's you. Just drop you back in there. And make you a little bit larger, I guess. Alright, so we'll make one necklace. This comes off, actually, if we're going to be smelting gold. Those two and my emerald. There we go. Right, so we're going to make you... I want to just check something out too. That's the going. That's going. All right. So plank. Where's my cart? Everything is so all over the place. Right. So just drop all the bars in here now. Make some axes. Like I can't go until I get some more money to go and... How much is it to buy the toolkit?
I've only got these two machines, but you
Jeez,
can make more at ISO.
220? Single use for 50 bucks. Let's get the big guy. Or we could just use the cheapie. Hey. Here we go. Also no. There we go. Dude. There you go. Pick it up. There you go. Into the cart. I mean, we got a decent amount of usage out of that one driller or having to repair anything. Okay. Now the extra fun part. We're doing it all over again, but now with iron. Put that there for here. Get this one over there. You're coming up on here. 1, 2. And 5. Yeah, I'm all over the place. I can't operate anymore. Actually, I think the faster way was doing it this way. Let's wait. 1, 2.
Huh?
3. 4. I'm just about at the point right now where I want to dump it all in there. Just to get it done with. But I also want to make a longsword. I don't want to keep making like the daggers all the time. I feel like the longsword you get more money. I think the way that they explained it was it multiplies based on the different weights you have. Here's my 2 bars so far. I need a third one at least. Which we have enough for. Okay. Go up here and dump it. That one's going to be my dagger because it's super low. Easy peasy. Others are going to be my longsword and I guess another dagger. No biggie, no biggie. Sword into the cart, and then finally a dagger again. Right, now that we've worked all through the night, let's go to the jeweler, make some monies, repair my machine, and then begin the mining operation all over again. I gotta set up the sorting. $178, $302, $459, $504, $628, and then $651. Not a bad haul.
Sure, I'm hungry.
Alright, so we're gonna need some more pipes after we get the repair kit so that that machine can start pumping out stuff while I'm trying to lay out everything else.
Something specific.
You can just go scratch your scratch. Just go scratch an egg. I don't know why I say that, but go scratch an egg. 220. I'll take this, thank you. We'll go back right now because I don't know exactly what it is I'm looking for here. Okay. So how do I use this to fix this? There we go. Keep that right there. Oh, it's a bag. Each one of these has one use, so that gives me 5 uses. I guess it's cheaper going that route. Instead of buying 5, it'd be 250. So that was what, 220 something? So I guess it's a little cheaper buying in bulk. I hope so, Frank, because what I want to do is I want to have it where this is, I guess, down here. Well, I don't have to have it go crazy, because it says the deeper you go, the more better the resources you get, right? So if I start to like build this out while that's doing whatever it's doing, it's gonna connect to here. I want to have a sorting operation so that like I don't have to go crazy with all the buckets every time, so that it does it on its own. That would be wonderful if I could do that. I just noticed how bright my light is right now as it's nearing the end of everything. Much better. Oh, that's much better on the eyes too. Yeah, so like I'm only getting a handful of items here. Gold, iron, gems, and shards. But I know there's other kinds of ore you can get. I was getting them over there when I was doing everything by hand. So this is how I get that. I have to set up like conveyor belts to... I mean, I could just pickaxe this stuff. That I walk down here. So instead of having that go over there, it would be over here. But there's no throughput. So it would have to be like this, broken off, and then this piece here would break off and feed around. So I would need, I have these pieces. So I have this, a T-pipe, curvy. That would bring it to a T-pipe and the curvy. And a straight curve, straight curve, curve, then I don't know if I would have to have this go up or not. I have enough of the pieces here. Then I also have to make a couple of straight pipes to go this way and down. I mean, I could try to set this up here. What am I missing? What am I missing? Don't you dare fall down there. Turn this off. We're gonna need some money. I also still don't know how this water pressure thing works, because nothing I did seemed to work with it. That one do. while I'm over here fixing all this stuff up now, we'll bring this guy over here too. Multitasking, kind of. Let's put you there, put you there. There is all kinds of like logic circuits and everything up there that does counting for you too. That's a lot of gold. I see an emerald or a sapphire. I see a sapphire. Well, I also have tomorrow off of work because it is Good Friday. Maybe I will do some fiddling like I was doing with Hydroneer. God. Get all this iron. There we go. And there we go. Alright, let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 22. So I could put a whole bunch in there. Okay. 2. No. 3. 4. 5, 6. Start cooking. While that's doing, I'm going to go and polish. Polish. A ruby. That's a first. I don't think I've had a ruby before. I wonder how rare they are. I was gonna say, are we done up here? What's going on? No, we're good. Ooh, another sapphire. Okay. You there? Making necklaces today. Let's make a sapphire necklace. Sapphire. This one's ready to go. One's ready to go. And clunk. Come with me. Not fall in that hole with the cart. Alright, this goes back up here. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's make the ruby this time. Smelt. And then the rest of this goes in. There we go. Wonder what would happen if I poured all this stuff out. Like, maybe I'll try that next time I get one little piece. Can I not pour it out unless it's over a, what do you call that? A mold? On the table. I didn't want to do that.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
Oh, I done messed up. Back on there, get warm again. But how's everybody out there in chat doing? Got any plans for tomorrow and the weekend? Here we go. That's all that. Now we do so many of this. Ready for the weekend? Need to make some calls, make plans. Nice. I'm going to be traveling to the parents this weekend. Going back-end server for your game. Ooh, that sounds fun. I'm actually going to start my Godot journey tomorrow, I think. Start the basics of just making a tutorial game.
Huh?
2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, boom, boom. 3, 4, 5. There's a sword. Maybe a tiny little ring. A sword, axe, and a teeny tiny little ring. Do the ring first. So that way I don't put that with the other stuff. Now we're gonna make all I could just have it stacked there. That's odd. Gotta be furnace adjacent. Longsword. And then axe.
Huh? Huh?
There you go. Alright, to the jeweler. Yeah, I've been thinking about games I like. And it'd be kind of cool to have them be like in a 2D pixel kind of thing. I don't really see many. I would love to just get into procedural generation like Valheim has, but 2D. I think that'd be kind of cool. Just to like learn how to make a map, essentially.
Might be shiny,
$62.
right to value it rightly.
That's better. $217, please. Give me all your tokens. Gonna really do nothing. There we go. I have a stack of money now. As a procedural 2D gen for Godot. Nice. I may have to look into that. I was watching, I don't know what this creator's name was on Twitch, but he was doing the same thing. He was going through and like watching Godot tutorials and stuff. So I'm like, oh, maybe I'll do that. Maybe. I guess the first thing I have to do here with what my plan though is I have to get all the pipes laid out.
I got the goods if you got the cash.
Huh? Huh?
My cart down, buddy.
Thanks for your business.
Alright, so first thing I have to do is I have to disassemble this. Okay, so that's going to be connected. And then it's, yeah, these two pieces.
Huh?
1 and 2. Alright, so then when it goes down there, this piece gets replaced. Oh, didn't make it. This. Right. On. Let me through, thank you. Here we go. I need another. I need one more. Yeah. I need one curve. I'm trying to think about this. So it's going to be, that piece is going to be here. This piece going to be here. So it has to go down one more. Suppose we could split it there. That's going to feed into there. And it's going to be spitting out this way. So then I need one curve, two curves, a straight, three curves, a straight. I need a whole bunch of pipe. A whole bunch of pipe. And we're broken again. Okay. Or, yeah, this is going to do that. Then I have to have the conveyor belts come up here. Spit it out onto a conveyor belt. Yeah, that's the whole thing I'm trying to figure out. Kill that. Back to more of this. Boy, oh boy, do we have a lot of sorting to do. Okay. I have all my buckets. Only I could place them down properly. So if I do this. That's a bucket. That's a bucket. Bucket. 4 and 5. Just so it's, I don't have to do much craziness. So there, gold. M. Gold. Quick sorts. Shards. Iron. I probably should swap bucket, not the bucket, the contents. I'm gonna have more iron than I'm gonna have of those gems. 2. Trying to figure out like what would I be able to do. I know there's a whole farming thing, there's a whole building thing, there's blueprints to get. I'm just trying to figure out, like, my brain is being overwhelmed with everything. So I think what I have to do is like set a goal. Like, our goal is to set up this. Cool, then we do that. There doesn't seem to be anything in place to say, like, this is what you have to do. We have a couple of people asking for soup already. I figure, hey, maybe we'll do that after we figure out. This is a whole lot of ore, dude. That was the first time I let it just go without stopping it at all until it like broke. Holy butts, we have a surplus. Yeah, I gotta get the sorting thing figured out. But I also need pipes. And I need tons of money for conveyor belts. Because my ideal situation would be, instead of dumping all this stuff into a bucket, it dumps it onto a conveyor belt. That conveyor belt feeds into those manual sorters, like it's a chain of sorters. Puts everything into the first one. If it matches what the sorter wants, it spits it out into one of these pans. If it doesn't, it spits it out into the next piece. The next sorter. And it just keeps going until basically there's nothing left. Oh my god. How much more of this stuff is there? This is infinitely faster than doing this all by hand, like by mining it. Another gem? We normally don't get that many gems, but this is a ton. I don't even see the shards, but I know it's in there because it's bright. There it is. I may have to look something up about how to use the water pressure tank thing. Nothing like just spending some quality time sorting. Tell you what though, boy, I tell you what, this is super relaxing. This is about as chill of a game as you can get. Oh, wrong bin. Alright, we're almost there. I mean, if I had all that gold in real life, all these gold nuggets. Rich. That sounded like gem. Or that I missed something. Oh well, we'll find out later on. That's a gem. Yeah, they make that sound. I think I should probably, from this alone, I should have enough money left over, I hope, to afford my conveyor belt setup. That's a lot of gold. Nope, that wasn't the way. Is as heck. I don't want to do this for the next one. I'm gonna have to do it for the next one because it's not going to be set up. Because I tried doing it before with a giant bucket of everything, and it didn't like that. I stopped counting a while ago for each of these because this is a ton of ore. Yeah, I think we're in the realm where we could start doing like 10 per bar at least. Oof. I'm starting to get dizzy with all this back and forth. Gold, gold. Okay. That is a huge haul. Okay, wow. All right. Let's do this. We have how many stones? I thought every single one of them misses. You have to make 4 necklaces. Yeah, man. I ain't got work tomorrow. I'm gonna enjoy my time with this. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Almost at the point where I have such a surplus where I could be like, okay. Need 4.
Huh? Huh?
5, 6, 7, 8, 10. That's enough for 2 necklaces right now.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
Okay. Oh, 1, 2,
Huh?
5, 6, 7, 10. I'll have enough for 3 necklaces for sure at 10 per bar. Oof. And 1 ring. Yep. Alright, let's start doing this. Seven. Make a sapphire ring. Wish I would just stop picking up the entire table. Where is my cart? I left it here. Cool beans.
I got the goods if you got the cash.
Yeah, we were gonna go and do things, but I forgot about my cart entirely. Let's just turn around. All right. Okay. No, we're gonna have this go closer. Okay. Be nice and hot now. Stop doing that. Necklaces.
Huh?
My machine broken? It's still going, I guess. Let's just see how much we get for these pieces here. Are you broken or are you working? Oh, I didn't do anything with it. So it hasn't been doing anything. Okay, that's fine. Alright, let's go to the jeweler one last time and see what's going on here. I want to see what the difference is between the 5 bars and the 10 bars. It should be significant, hopefully.
Don't suppose you can grab me this.
You can just... No. So pushy. Every time I went to you with a gold nugget, you were like, I don't like you. And you threw it at the ground in a tantrum. Alright. So the first test is this. 50 for you. Significant.
I offer honest prices. All appraisals by
Significant change. I just doubled my monies. Did they all combine? Yes, 21.59. Let's go. Yeah, that is a nice haul. That is a significant boost. So I can get a bunch of automation pieces, bunch more pipes. First, I have to get the pipes and make sure everything all works the way it should. Oh, I needed a bunch of... I don't even remember the parts I needed. But I think that's a good spot, though, to call it for the day. Return to the main menu. Alright, thank you everybody for hanging out. I know a lot of you guys just lurking hanging out, but I appreciate it very much. If you aren't already subbed to the channel, click the sub button. I stream 4 nights a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Either they're going to be chill games like this or sweaty games sometimes, but appreciate you all for being here. I'll be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, with more Hydroneer. I might mess around with things before stream, who knows? I said I have the day off tomorrow. But also, if you're out there, drop a like on the video. Helps out the channel tremendously. Let me see if anybody's online from my pool of friends here. Oh, yeah. Delta's on. We're going to go drop you off at Delta 1. He's doing a build-off challenge in No Man's Sky. Pretty cool dude. Huge No Man's Sky creator. But yeah, you guys are great. Thank you all for hanging out again. If I don't see you tomorrow, have a good weekend. And yeah, bye.